avoidable deaths, patient-on-patient sexual abuse, and staff neglect. These are the realities many seniors living in nursing homes in our community. We highlighted the story of Ms. Sarah Bizard. She went to the Riverview Health and Rehab for short-term rehabilitation after breaking her arm. There, she developed a bed sore that eventually led to her death just a few months later. WTOC investigative reporter Shay Schrader joins us now live in the studio. Shay, you've been poring over records and found cases like Mrs. Bizard's all too common.
Dawn, unfortunately not. It is a staggering number of cases. Now, records show that since the beginning of 2024 alone, Savannah area nursing homes have received at least 120 citations from the Georgia Department of Community Health. Thunderbolt Health and Rehab in particular received 25. That nursing home was shut down earlier this month after losing eligibility to accept Medicare and Medicaid payments. 4 Thunderbolt Care Center shut down.
You know, they're sitting up there urinating, doing a number 2, and the point that no one helped them.
I don't think she ever had therapy.
She whispered this. She said, I just want to tell you, they don't take care of her.
This family's matriarch died after less than a year at the nursing home. Barbara Ann Butler was admitted to rehab a leg issue, but instead, she lost her life just months before the lights at Thunderbolt were shut off for good. Like 60,000 other patients every year, she died as the direct result of an infected bed sore.
All down throughout the whole medical report, it mentions sepsis, sepsis, sepsis throughout the whole thing.
An injury that is entirely preventable. Most clinical guidelines recommend bedridden patients be turned every 2 hours to prevent the sores from developing. Brian Kraft, a Savannah attorney specializing in nursing home abuse, says he sees cases related to sores and other types of neglect all the time.
The facilities simply do not have the number of employees necessary to adequately provide care and oversight to all residents as they should. And that is not a local problem. That is a problem with the corporations who run these places.
Georgia Department of Community Health records show Thunderbolt Care Center changed owners 5 times in the last 9 years. A former nurse and eventual director of nursing at the facility, who spoke to us anonymously as she still works in the field, says it doesn't matter who the owner was, staffing was always a problem. Were you ever given any directives as the director of nursing that clashed with medical ethics?
Yeah, sure. And staffing was always number 1 with me.
Federal regulations mandate each patient in a nursing home receives 3.48 hours of care from a nurse every single day. WTOC Investigates found nursing homes in Georgia barely cross that threshold. On average, they provide 3.53 hours of care each day. According to data from the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, that's the 4th worst staffing rate in the nation. What about it made it so hard to get people in?
I had a lot of good employees, and that was one reason that they would leave. Was pay. We just did not get a lot of applicants. When you don't have a lot to choose from, you're kind of stuck.
The frontline caregivers have less employee benefits than a hotel maid, and they make the same amount of money as a Burger King fry chef.
The family of Barbara Ann Butler says it's a situation she was all too familiar with, having worked most of her career as a CNA at a local nursing home.
She never wanted to go into a nursing home, her and my mother, because she didn't like the way some of the staff treated patients, so she just never wanted to go there.
If you had a magic wand right now today to fix the situation, what would fix the situation?
Hiring more staff and having more corporate oversight that's not money focused. Care about the people.
No one should suffer like that. Not my mother, not anyone should go through those trials and tribulations in this life. Not at all. Only thing they're doing is collecting money. That's why they're closed today.
Barbara Butler's family says they hired the Savage and Turner law firm here in Savannah to investigate her death. Thunderbolt Care Center closed its doors earlier this month, displacing over 100 patients. Shay Schrader, WTOC Investigates.
All right, thank you, Shay, for that report. To see all the violations Thunderbolt has received since the beginning of 2024, plus every other nursing home in our community, these details are available right now on WTOC.com.